Okay, hello everyone. So in the previous video we have learned about light, types of mirrors, and after that in order to know how the images are formed by the mirrors, both plane and spherical mirrors, we have to study some terms to represent ray diagrams, some terms to represent images formation by spherical mirror. We have learned about what is a ray. In the formation of images, we understand what is a ray. A straight line is used for making a light ray. Now again we have to understand the second term, and this is parallel beam. When the rays are parallel to each other, then such a beam is referred as parallel beam. You can see the definition over here, and you can see the diagram how it is shown. It is shown by making straight line parallels to each other, and the direction of the arrows, the direction of the rays is shown by the arrows. And you can see that these rays are not intersecting each other. That is why these are known as parallel beam. Beam is the bundle of photons. Okay, I have told you that light is consist of photons. Now again, convergent beam. The word convergent means converge. Okay, meeting at a single point, coming from various direction and meeting at a single point. So convergent beam means when the rays actually meet or appears to meet at a point, it is called convergent beam. Okay, you can see the diagram over here. There are three incident rays. We can name them 1, 2 and 3, and these three rays are actually meeting at a point. Let us, you can see the point where they are meeting, and you can see the arrows. They are coming from same direction and they are meeting at a single point. That is why these beam of light is known as convergent beam. Okay, these rays diagrams actually we are going to use in the image formation. Now the next one is divergent beam. The word means divergent means to diverge, from a single point to various direction. Okay, when rays actually diverge or appear to diverge from a point, it is called divergent beam. Now you can see it here. This is the diagram of a divergent beam. There is a point O, and you can see the arrows. The arrows are in the outward direction. All the rays, all the light rays are going in the outward direction from a single point. That is why this is known as divergent beam. They got diverged in different direction, while in convergent beam they are converging towards a single point. This is a difference between convergent beam and divergent beam. While in parallel beam, all the rays do not intersect each other and moves along with each other, having a constant distance between each ray. Okay, now after understanding all the beams and a single ray of light, we can come to the phenomena reflection. I have told you about reflection. When light falls on a reflecting surface and came back to the same medium, same medium from where incident ray came, it is called reflection of light. I have shown you the diagram in the previous video, in which there was a plane mirror having a flat reflecting surface, and an incident ray falls on it, and after meeting the flat surface, it get reflected back to the same medium. So this phenomena is known as reflection of light. Okay, the light ray which got incident on the reflecting surface is known as incident ray. Okay, the ray which falls on the reflecting surface is known as incident ray. Reflected ray, the ray which gets reflected back in the same medium as the medium of the incident ray, is known as reflected ray. I have shown in the earlier video. I will show you again. After the completion, I will show you the whole diagram and show you the incident, reflected ray, normal, and both the angles. Now, what is a normal? A perpendicular drawn at a point where incident ray and reflected ray meet is known as normal. It is drawn perpendicular to the surface, the flat reflecting surface, or the curved reflecting surface. That perpendicular is known as normal, where both the incident ray and reflected ray meet. Again, what is angle of incidence? First of all, angle of incidence is represented by a small letter I. Okay, the angle between incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence. I have shown you in the earlier video, and I have explained it also. Okay, so in the laws of reflection, I have told you about that angle I is equals to angle r, and angle I is always shown with the small letter I, and it formed between incident ray, the ray which came on the reflecting surface, and the normal which is perpendicular to the surface. So that angle is known as angle I. Okay, angle of reflection is denoted by small letter r. The angle between reflected ray and normal is called angle of reflection. Okay, you know that what is reflected ray. You have seen the diagram in the previous video, that the reflected ray goes into the same medium, making an angle. That angle between normal and the reflected ray is denoted by angle small r, and that is always equal to angle I, and that is why this is the second law. No, sorry, this is the first law of reflection of light, that angle I is always equals to angle r. Okay, so these are the several some terms that you have to learn before understanding how an image is formed, and how we use the phenomena of reflection over these reflecting surfaces. Now the term came